Let me tell you, I am so nervous. I feel like this is gonna be a disaster. Oh boy. Yeah. But I think I can work with this.
Hey everyone, it's Ariel. Welcome back to my channel. This whole flexi rod thing was a bit of an adventure, but we're just gonna get right into it. So first of all, I'm starting off with freshly washed hair, so it's nice and clean and ready to be worked with. And also just wanted to show you guys what I use. So I used my favorite As I Am co-wash. This is a coconut one, and then I deep conditioned with this Shea Moisture Manuka Honey Hydration Mask. And now it's time for styling products. So I'm starting with this Odele leave-in conditioner. This helps my hair feel really soft and also helps a lot with frizz, like it says on the bottle. So I'm doing a couple pumps of this and just applying it all over my hair, paying special close attention to the ends where it's usually more dry. And I like to start almost every style with a leave-in conditioner just because it's the perfect base step to help add and lock in moisture after washing, and also before moving on to heavier products like this next product I'm using, which is pure organic argan oil. My hair is chronically dry and loves argan oil. It moisturizes my hair better than almost any other oil, maybe even product in general, and it'll also help to add a nice layer of shine to the finished look. So once I have that oil fully distributed throughout my hair, it is time to detangle. So I'm grabbing a paddle brush for this. This one is by The Body Shop. I'm just gently detangling my hair, starting at the ends and slowly working my way up to the roots, making sure there are no tangles or knots in my hair before I move on to sectioning. And then to section my hair, I'm using this cute little comb from Odele Beauty, and I'm starting by making a middle part to the very top of my head, and then from there I'm parting straight down to the top of my ear. And then I'm just sectioning away the front section from the back section for now, using some regular elastic bands, and then I'm just going to repeat that exact same thing on the other side. To be honest, I wasn't really sure what to do for the back, like how to section it exactly, but I ended up taking a section from behind my ear and then just splitting that in two at the back. And then for the top of the back section, I kind of did this like makeshift triangle diagonal. I'm not even sure what shape, but it worked. And honestly, I wasn't super worried about the sections because you don't see the sections in the finished look. And here you can see the full look. So I have 4 back sections and then 1/5 one at the top. And the 2 side sections I ended up splitting up later, but yeah, this is what I was starting with. So now it's finally time to put in the flexi rods. I will leave a link to the brand of flexi rods I'm using, but it comes in this like assorted pack of a bunch of different sizes. I'm not sure if I'll ever be able to use all of these rods, but I like that they give you such an assortment, and it was pretty inexpensive as well. I just got it on Amazon. I also didn't even realize until I opened up the package and took all the rods out, but there's also instructions inside the package, which I thought was a pretty nice touch. For the look that I was going for, I wanted to use the biggest rods that I had, which in my case were the blue and the pink ones. And before I put the first flexi rod in, I wanted to put a bit of gel in my hair because the only product I really have in it right now is leave-in conditioner. So I wanted something with just a bit more hold, and this Eco Style argan oil gel has been really good for my hair. It has a really nice strong hold and it seems to give me good results, so that is what I'm using today. And then I'm going in with just another quick detangle, and then I also felt like I needed a bit more water. Like I felt like my hair was drying out quite a bit. I don't know in hindsight if that was the right decision, but that's what I felt in the moment, so that's what I did. Okay, now finally time to put the first flexi rod in my hair. I honestly had no idea which way I wanted to put it in or how, but I ended up deciding that it made the most sense to go from behind the hair strand. So I'm just grabbing that whole section of hair and wrapping it smoothly and tightly around the rod, and I'm wrapping away from my face. And then something I read online when I was trying to figure out how to use these things was that a good thing to do is use a bit more gel on the ends, and that way it'll help them stick a bit more on the rod. So that's what I'm doing here. And then just bending the top and bending the bottom, and boom, first flexi rod is in. And I'm basically just going to repeat that exact same thing on the other side again with the same size blue rod. So once I got to the next section, I realized that I should probably already start alternating my rods that I was using, because I was using 2 different sized ones and I definitely didn't have enough of just one to do them all the same. So to keep balance throughout my hair and throughout this finished hairstyle, I tried to keep alternating the rods in a way that made sense. So I started with this section here and did a pink rod instead of a blue one. And then I just kind of continued alternating between the rods and just continued doing that throughout my whole head. Then when I got to the front, I realized that I was out of both the pink and the blue rods, so I had to use yellow, but it worked out. It really wasn't that big of a deal, so I just finished the hairstyle off with these last 2 front pieces, and voila, now I'm done. And now I just have to wait for these things to dry, which ended up taking a long time, but you guys will hear all about that in a second.
Alright guys, it is now the next day. I slept with these flexi rods in, which was extremely uncomfortable. 10 out of 10 would not recommend. But they were not even close to being dry by the time like it was time for me to go to sleep, so I just slept in them, which I think is a pretty common thing. Just to make sure they're really fully dry before you take them out, because obviously if they're still wet and you take them out, then the style's not going to be set. So yeah, now it has been, I don't know, like 12 hours or something that I've had them in. So they're definitely dry. I can feel that the hair is dry all the way through and they are ready to be taken out. And let me tell you, I am so nervous. I feel like this is going to be a disaster, but I mean, we're this far, so I have to take them out and just see how it turned out. But I am nervous because I can see that like my roots curled up quite a bit. I don't know, I feel like it's pretty smooth, like the hair that's on the actual rod, but like my root is just so curly and I feel like that's gonna look kind of funny once I take it out. But again, we will just take it out and see how it looks. I'm gonna try to stay optimistic, even though I feel like this is a fail already. Also, I should do a before shot before I take these out. Pause. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is put a little bit of oil on my hands. I think I'm just gonna stick with argan oil because this is what I used when I was putting them in. Let's do 2 pumps for now. I might need a bit more, but we'll start with that. This will make sure I'm not like creating any more frizz and also just give my hair a little bit of extra shine as I'm taking them out. I'll probably just start in the back. This is where I started putting them in, so it kind of makes sense. I'm just unrolling them and I don't know, guys. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if I want to separate them. Yeah, I think I will separate them a little bit, like each piece as I go. They're definitely too clumped together right now. So that's the first one done. It's just one piece. You can see like some nice curl pattern there for sure. But let's just keep going. It's kind of coming together. Am I wrong? Maybe? The suspense is just like building. It's taking forever to take these out. My hair does feel very soft. Last one on the side. Okay, look at this power. It's kind of insane. The curl itself is really nice though. Like that's a nice curl. Shrinkage is definitely real, but I'm just gonna take out these last few and then we'll keep working with it and I'll show you guys the results. Okay, so I just took the last few out. For some reason, this side is much more frizzy than this side, especially at the front. I'm not sure if it's because I slept more on this side, because I definitely did, or if it's just how I put them in or something. I'm not exactly sure, but this is what we're working with right now. Clearly there's still work to be done here, but yeah. I think I'm gonna put in a little bit more argan oil. We're gonna do more of that. And I think I'm just gonna start like running my fingers through. I'm gonna try to be kind of careful because I don't want to like completely destroy this nice curl that I just put in, but obviously like I want to kind of stretch out some of this shrinkage, bring back a little bit of the volume. I don't know if this is working. I really don't. I've just been like fluffing it for the past like 2 minutes straight. And oh boy. I'm exhausted. Okay, well, after several minutes of me like picking and fluffing, I did that for a while, and this is, I think, the best I'm gonna get. It's kind of what I was going for, but kind of not. I feel like there's like a ton of shrinkage, but at the same time, I am wet styling my hair into a tight compressed style, so it makes sense. I just feel like the shape is like a little bit off, but at the same time, like it's not horrible. It's not the worst style I've ever had. I definitely got rid of a lot of the definition too, just because I was like fluffing it and picking at it so much, but I feel like it looks better this way than like to have more definition and then it's like stuck to my head. So I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I'm happy with it, but I would definitely try this again. I just feel like there's maybe like certain techniques and like methods that might work better, and I probably just have to like do it a few times to see what works best for my hair. It's definitely something different for me. Like I don't think I've ever done a style like this. I definitely haven't done a style like this. And I really do want to try more like heatless hairstyles. I just want to experiment more with my natural hair. It's been really hard for it to stay healthy because I'm always doing something to it, something unhealthy. So like hairstyles like this where it's like you are manipulating your hair by like twisting it around a rod, but there's no heat involved. It had lots of moisture. I did a deep conditioner before I did that. Like it was well prepped. This technically counts as a protective style. But yeah, after seeing the results, I definitely feel like I'm gonna need to do this a few more times before I actually like really like the results. I also feel like maybe like stretching my hair a little bit first and then doing the flexi rods would help, especially like for those parts of my roots where like they did curl up a little bit. But yeah, I mean, it's still a fun style. It's still like kind of cute. I'll still wear my hair like this for at least a few days until I wash it again and do something else. It's been one full day since I took out the flexi rods, and I wanted to show you guys like how it looks after I like slept on it and how it kind of like loosened up. So I slept with this little like headband in like a really loose tie, just like this with the ends out. And I left my bangs out too. They're not really working for me right now anymore, but that is how I slept with it. There's not a ton of definition left. It's just a lot more loose and like stretched out. And to be honest, like I kind of was thinking that I would just like do something different with my hair today, but I was like, let me like try and still salvage the style before I like just ruin it and like move on to something else, because I was like, a sleek bun sounds really nice right now. But then I'm just like ruining all that hard work I put into these flexi rods. So I was like, let me try to do something with this. So I think I'm just gonna refresh it and I'll just show you guys like how it ends up, because yeah, after yesterday I was like, I mean, it's not bad, but I'm not like crazy about it either. So right now I'm just putting in a little bit of oil. I'm using jojoba oil today. I already used like quite a bit of argan oil, so I didn't want to use anything too heavy, and jojoba oil is definitely like nice and light. So I'm just gonna put in some of that. And then, so now that I've put some oil in like all over, I'm gonna go in more like individually. So like any pieces that are extra frizzy, like this section here, I'm gonna kind of like run my fingers over them and try to like tame it a little bit. Still trying not to completely ruin the curls. More than I already have. I could like put in a few more flexi rods and like let them dry, like to kind of redo some pieces, but they took so long to dry last time. I feel like that's just like not an option for me. Like I don't have the patience for that right now. I'm trying to make this as like low maintenance as possible, because I did already spend like an hour putting them in, and then however long it took to dry and like all that stuff. So yeah, I'm trying to just like keep this simple and somewhat effortless. I feel like it already looks a bit better. I still have frizz. The curls are still not perfect. They're still kind of like muffled up, but I think I can work with this. I don't know why this bang piece is like sitting so high on my head. Okay, it's not bad. It's really not bad. I feel like I could totally go out and like not feel embarrassed or like self-conscious about this. It isn't like neat by any means, but I'm kind of okay with that. Like I don't mind a little bit of frizz. It's still kind of cute. Like I still have some of that like looser curl pattern. I feel like if somebody didn't know like my natural curl pattern, this could totally pass for being like natural, you know what I mean? Like my natural curl. So yeah, I think that's it. I think I'm gonna stop messing with it and just like call this my finished hairstyle. I don't know how much longer this hairstyle will last, but I'm happy to get 2 days out of a style. Honestly, it's hard for my hair to go longer than that, like no matter what style I'm doing, unless it's straight. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. Hopefully you probably didn't find it helpful, but hopefully you enjoyed it nonetheless. I definitely need like some practice and need to probably do it a few more times before I like really feel like I have the hang of it. But they're pretty easy to use and pretty easy to put in. They do take a long time to dry, so it's definitely like a con, I would say, in my opinion, because I didn't enjoy sleeping on them. Like it was very, very uncomfortable. But overall, definitely want to try this again and plan on trying it again. Maybe once I like feel like I really get good results, then I'll do like a real tutorial, because it's not a tutorial by any means. So I'm gonna end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to give it a thumbs up, comment down below, let me know your thoughts, and make sure you subscribe if you're not already. And also follow me on TikTok and Instagram at Style by Ariel. It's all linked in the description as always, so make sure you check that out, along with all the products and tools that I used. It's all down there in the description box. But yeah, that is it for today. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.